Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us today as we preview the Feast of Hemlock Vale, the newest upcoming expansion for Arkham Horror, the card game. Coming to you next week with the Investigator expansion and the following for the campaign expansion. I'm joined today by two wonderful game designers.
Where are they?
They're off screen, but we'll deal with what we got here. So I'm joined by the wonderful Duke and Nick, which you all know from previous streams.
Hi.
So we are going to be playing through a little bit of the Feast of Hemlock Vale and talking about some of the scenarios and things. And so without further ado, let's just go over what we're actually going to be doing today. Because we're doing something a little different. We're not just playing through the first scenario like we normally do for these expansions.
Well, Hemlock's a little different in that the first scenario is kind of a different beast. It's a prologue where you're walking around the village, talking to people, and you can also kit up and get an asset out to bring out on the survey. So we're on Hemlock Isle. I don't know if you have a map of it or anything, but
yeah, I think we have an old map laying around. Ooh, look at that.
So we came to Hemlock Isle with Dr. Rosa Marquez. Met some of the locals, and we're on a botanical survey looking for different new wildlife because we got a weird sample of something, specifically probably from this bog here. We'll be playing The Thing in the Depths, which, do you want me to begin?
Yeah, why don't we just hop right in?
All right, so here's the little bit of story text at the start. The road to Eastwick Bog branches sharply off from the same road you took in from Aquan. The landscape is incredibly vibrant, almost tropical, with rainbow-patterned tree trunks standing guard at the edge of black-mirrored ponds. Dr. Marquez and Judith trade friendly barbs in the truck bed, occasionally swatting away gnats. As the conversation turns sour, you attempt to break the tension by asking Judith for a hunting story. Check the campaign log. If Judith Park's relationship level is 1 or higher, are we tight with Judith, or no?
Let's say no so that they have something to look forward to when they play it.
Okay. Well, you probably want to make friends with her. Actually, if you want to put the card up on the screen, you feel free. So, we're not friends with Judith. The young woman's steely demeanor relaxes. Something big lives in Eastwick Bog. An apex predator the size of a killer whale with razor-sharp teeth and too many eyes. Smells like rotten seaweed. You tell her it sounds like she has personal experience with the creature, and she nods. I owe it, or it owes me. See this? She points to the wicked scar on her cheek. That thing almost took my eye. I plan to settle the score. Dr. Marquez is nonplussed. I guess you think an academic will buy up any story, but if you expect me to believe... An acrid breeze, smelling sweetly of death, blows off the bog and stops Judith mid-retort. The truck comes to a stop. Judith pulls a bandana over her nose and mouth, slides into a pair of old waders, and walks out onto the bog, rifle slung over her shoulder. Maybe if you meet it, you'll feel differently. In Judith Park's notes, which we don't have here, record Judith shared a grudge. And then we go to setup.
Great. So I've already done the setup, and I think I did it all correctly. We'll find out soon enough, I guess. But let's talk about who we're playing today, too. We have some new investigators that we haven't played on stream before.
Yeah. I'm playing Kohaku Narukami, the folklorist. He's all about blesses and curses and trying to make the bag balanced with these blesses and curses.
Nice.
I'm playing Alessandra Zorzi, the Countess. She is the rogue in this box, and she is the parlay investigator. So my deck is stacked with a bunch of parlay cards. Hopefully I'll get them when I need them.
These plants could use a talking to.
Yeah.
And I'm playing as Hank Sampson, the farmhand, and I'm just going to use my trusty pitchfork to dispatch some of these plants and get to where we need to go.
Yeah.
So we also have, one asset in play already if we want to talk about that part of the setup.
Oh, yeah. We're going into this assuming that we got a chance to sort of set up in Hemlock Vale beforehand. So, when you are walking around, you can also be playing assets. You only get to take one with you, but it's a way to sort of feel like you're preparing as you're going out into this expedition.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And one thing that we wanted to talk about that we might have missed, which is the day and night cards.
This campaign has a day and night cycle, so you can play certain scenarios during the day or the night, and creatures will act differently. Setup might be different. Story text is different. Different things happen depending on which day you are playing a scenario and what time of day, if it's day or night. And so for that, we have these really cool day-night markers that we totally want to show off to you.
Yeah, let's show off day one.
Some of the best art in an already gorgeous box is
Yeah.
on these markers, in my opinion.
It is a perfect one. Yeah, it says day one in which we welcome new friends to Hemlock.
Yeah.
That's really cool. So, yeah.
Actually, do you want to show them the whole
Yeah.
deal?
Yeah. So do we want to show all the days first and then nights?
Yeah, I mean, we could also just show them like the full mural if you'd like.
Oh, yeah. I think we have the full mural.
There
There it is.
Oh,
Yeah, because when you set the cards side by side, they form a complete mural. And then when you flip them over, also, like, so each panel corresponds to the first day, the second day, the third day. And then if you flip them, if you want to go to the other night side, you see the night side, the night versions of each of these
Wow.
days that kind of tell a little bit of the story.
and there are some hints of upcoming scenarios in these art pieces too. So I won't say any more than that. But
I mean,
do-
nothing ominous.
no, of
no.
course not. Everything looked great.
I feel like I need like a print of that art from those three to put on my wall, or like a play mat or
great,
something.
yeah.
That'd be pretty neat.
Please, I
Please.
would love a playmat.
Oh, let's
So
make
cool.
it happen sometime. We need to. Cool. So I think we're ready to go and ready to get started. Let's go ahead and read the act and agenda.
Yeah, I got those right here. So Agenda 1A is Sinking Ground. Light tremors ripple through the floating landscape. The bog is a fecund jungle of bright flowers and glassy, oily reflections. As an action, we can resign and flee the bog. Forced, when your turn ends, if you are at a bog location, place 1 damage on your location as a sinkhole. 2 sinkholes instead if there are 1 or 2 investigators in the game. So locations are going to sink as we stay on them at the end of our turns. And then forced, if a location has 3 or more sinkholes on it, remove all sinkholes from it and flip it over. So all the locations are starting revealed. We've got clues on all the locations already, but as they sink, we'll flip them over and we'll see what's on the other side.
Oh man.
And then Act 1A is a botanical survey. This bog is supposedly the origin of the sample that drew Dr. Marquez to the island in the first place. You have your work cut out for you. Objective. At the end of the round, investigators at the North Shore location may spend the requisite number of clues as a group to advance. We need 9 clues, and the North Shore is the exact opposite of the map from where we are. So it is the top right corner.
Cool.
So everything's a bog location, everything's sinking, and yeah, so I guess that's our objective.
And how does the connections between each of these work?
Everything's connected orthogonally or adjacent, so you can go right or up. So yeah, the cardinal directions basically is how a lot of the scenarios in this campaign have sort of this same connection
Very cool.
conceit.
Nice. All right.
Well, I already drew my opening hand. So
I didn't. So we'll find out. Oh, I actually feel pretty good about this.
I've been staring at this for a while, so I'll go ahead and go first. First action, I'm going to spend 2 resources and play Bianca. She comes into play with 10 resources on her. And then I can spend another action to move up to 5 resources from her to my resource pool. I'm going to do that right away. We're going to move 5 resources to my resource pool. And then I have to test agility X, which is the amount I moved. So I have to test agility 5. And if I fail, remember that I owe Bianca 5 resources, and then other stuff could happen. So I'm gonna start us with a failed test right away.
Of course. Oh dang! Can I?
So
No.
I'll commit grift. I'm testing at 6 to 5. I wanted to do this before you put any curses in the bag.
Oh come on! I was going to help with curses.
I don't think those words go together. Help with curses. No. All right. 6 to 5. I drew a -1, so it worked out perfectly.
Hey.
That's a success. So I just get those 5 resources.
Very nice.
That was a parlay action, so that was Alessandra's free action. So I still have 2 actions left, and I'm sitting on 7 resources now. So now I will play my lucky cigarette case. And then my last action, I will investigate with my lockpicks. So what is the shroud and the game text in our location, please?
4, and the game text is forced. After you reveal a token with a symbol while investigating covered bridge, draw the top card of the encounter deck.
So you want more blessing curse symbols, I'm guessing.
Yes.
All of
Right?
this lesson curse, please.
Yeah, oh no, give me that bag before you can touch it, please. Thank you very much.
Please.
All right, so lockpicks, I'm adding my agility to my intellect, so I'm testing at 10 to 4. Oh, I have Rosa Marquez in play, and I'll show that card real quick here. She's boosting both my intellect and my agility, so that's helping a lot. So I'm 10 to 4. Well, there's a symbol. I drew the tablet.
Oh no.
Oh. Tablets, -3. If you fail, place 1 damage on the nearest bog location as a sinkhole.
Hey.
Can you go ahead and sinkhole up our location, please?
Oh, of course.
Thank
failed?
you.
Oh no.
I failed the check, so I discard lockpicks, and I failed with a symbol, so I resolve the text on that and draw an encounter card.
Oh, should we show
Did you
some off?
stack this? Yeah, this all right. So I drew Swarm.
Yes.
I test agility 3,
Yes.
and for each point I fail by, I must either lose a resource or take a damage.
Not the bees.
That's a good one. Not the bees.
So I'm testing 5 to 3 against all the bees.
Oh, look at them go. They're going to get you good.
I drew a skull, which is,
Give you that one back.
thank you,
Skull, -X. X is half the number of sunken locations in play. Rounded up.
which is 0. So
is 0.
cool, great, awesome, no
Not a big deal.
damage. I'll show off Dr. Rosa Marquez real quick as well.
Actually, yeah, this shows kind of a mechanic that we probably want to show off as well. So Hemlock has a way of, we wanted to show a way that you can talk to the residents and make friends with them or have interactions with characters that are different from conventional, than what we've done conventionally. And to do that, we have the codex system. So Marquez has that book icon. If after you discover the last clue at your location, book and then a symbol. That means that when that's met, we'll go to the campaign guide and we'll actually read her text. And it might have some story. It might also have a good benefit to the gameplay.
And before we go any further, I realize I misplayed. I drew the tablet, which forced me to draw the encounter card per the location text. But the tablet's modifier, I was 10 to 4 and the tablet was -3. So I actually succeeded that test. So my lockpicks didn't go anywhere. I do get a clue from that location.
All right. So 1 clue.
Thank you. So Alessandra Zorzi has 1 clue currently, and then I'll use my lucky cigarette case because I succeeded by 2 or more to draw a card. That's the end of my turn.
Okay.
We can probably say that that was your lead and that you drew the first card in the Mythos phase, right? Unless we have.
Well,
any-
no, I would have had to draw the card no matter what.
Oh,
Because it's
crap.
whenever you reveal a token with a symbol at that location.
That's right. Yeah.
So that's the end of my turn. So whoever wants to go next.
I can. Do we have a... Ooh.
I ended my turn here, so we got to damage the location. That's a second,
yes.
2 of 3 sinkholes already.
Let's get off this covered bridge.
Yeah, bye guys.
All right, so we've got the Muddy Fen and the Flooded Pitch. So at the flooded path, we have, during your turn, place 1 damage on this location as a sinkhole. Move to a connecting location. So I can just jump out of there if I need to. Do you all have a preference on where I go? I'm not great at grabbing clues, but I have the ability to get a couple right now.
You know what? I think we don't expect you to get a lot of clues.
That's fair.
So I'd say just do as Hank do, and I don't know.
moving. Yeah.
Maybe you could go for the lower shroud location if you think that would help.
Yeah, I think head towards the Rotten Dock up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I will. So I will move to the flooded path. I don't think I'm going to do the fast action there. I'm going to move all the way up to the Rotten Dock, just because I don't want to sink. Or do we not mind this?
I mean,
path?
It's going to happen.
spoiler alert: everything is sinking.
Everything's if we don't mind it, then I guess I will, so I can get up there and
Sure.
grab some of those clues. Yeah, I'll deal a damage.
There's
there.
also no clues on flooded paths, so like if that
Yes.
flips, we don't know what's on the other side. But like there's no clues there, so theoretically we won't need to stay there anyway.
fair.
So.
I'm just worried about not being close enough to you all. But if you
Sure.
feel fine,
You're
then
the
I'm
one-
not worried about you.
You're the one who makes us feel safe, Hank.
Oh, then you know what? You're fine. You're great. I trust it. So I'll go there. So Forced is there after you discover 1 or more clues at the Rotten Dock. Test agility 3. If you fail, place 1 damage on Rotten Dock as a sinkhole. Whew, okay. So I only have spent 1 action. I've got 2 others here. Let's do Guided by Faith. And so, where did these go? Right here. They kind of got mixed up. Guided by Faith, Investigate. I may use my willpower instead of intellect here. So for this investigation, before revealing chaos tokens for this test, add 2 bless tokens to the chaos bag.
Hey.
If a bless or elder sign token is revealed during the skill test, discover 1 additional clue at my location. So
You said bless or elder sign?
yes.
Hold on a second. In that player window, I'm going to tempt fate.
Ooh.
I'm going to give you 3 blesses and 3 curses into the bag.
3 blesses
Wow.
and 3 curses. Hey, those are tokens, that's for sure. Cool. I am on a 3 on a 2. Do I discard anything? Do I have anything I can discard? Wrong. I don't. So we're just gonna find out.
Okay.
That was gonna fail no matter what.
Yikes.
Okay.
-4. So that doesn't work. Bummer. Don't get to discover an additional clue. Oh man, with my last one, I'm not a great looking around guy. I'm gonna pay 1 for Mysterious Raven to maybe help myself out a little bit at some point. Sure. That seems like a good plan to me. And that'll be good for me.
Before I go, I actually want to share, I have a bless and curse tracker that comes in the investigator box. I'm going to put it here so that you all can
yes.
see it up close.
Yeah, that's
It's
so
a
cool.
handy dandy way for Kohaku, who cares about the number of blesses and curses in the bag, to track the number and to know better, because a lot of his ability is about balancing. I don't know if it can zoom in or not.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Oop, there we go. Look at that.
So anyways, I'm Kohaku Narukami. Oh, and you're there at the end of your turn. You're going to have to put
A little sinkhole.
Yep, a little sinkhole there.
I'm not worried about it at all.
Not at all. Well, actually, I'm going to do my thing as Kohaku right off the bat, because I don't want to add another curse to the bag. So instead, I'm going to use my...
Nice.
I'm going to ask you for some help.
Okay.
So at the start of my turn, I can either add a bless or a curse token to the chaos bag, whichever there's fewer of, which in this case it would be curses. But instead, I'm going to use the other part of that ability and remove 2 bless and 2 curse to take an extra action this turn.
right.
So if you don't mind helping me out with that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So I got 4 actions on my
what's that?
turn. I'm immediately going to, I saw that actually we had the Red Glove Man in the chat earlier, and I'm planning on making a Faustian bargain with you, Red Glove Man. Can you let me know what exactly I'm bartering for with this Faustian bargain? Oh, by the way, actually don't take those 2 curses out. I'm going to put it back.
I'm working so hard over here.
You are.
Toss them back in.
This is a special kind of interaction here because the Kohaku player is making you do all the token work. Normally it's on the Kohaku player. But
It's easy. Just hire yourself a Xander when you're playing Kohaku, and you're good. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah, I mean, Alessandra, do you need any extra resources?
I will never say no to resources, but I'm sitting on 5 and I have a pretty good kit out, so I'm okay.
You do have your stacked friend over there.
Yep.
Okay, well, then it's all for me.
Great.
Second action of 4, I'm going to play Armageddon for 4.
Ooh.
That way I'm ready to rock should we have any enemies come into the fray. Third action, I'm really just kidding up like a good mystic, right? I'm going to play Olive McBride for 2.
Nice.
And then because I don't want to have to deal with all this nonsense, I don't want us to sink. I'm going to move myself over to the Flooded Path.
Nice.
So
Head my way.
that was my turn. Oh, and I took that. Okay,
And you took
so
your
that-
extra action too, right?
I did. Play. Yeah. Didn't I?
Play.
Oh yeah, move.
Play.
Move.
There's a
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
That's us then, right?
That's
So
us,
then it's
yeah.
upkeep.
That's the whole thing.
Cool.
No enemies in play yet, so.
No! Right off the bat!
Oh my! I drew mine too.
Hey. Things are
Now there's
finally
2 enemies in play. Look at that.
Things are finally looking up for me. I didn't draw mine right off the bat.
So I drew Zamacona, which is Alessandra's signature weakness. He is a 3/3/3 enemy with elusive. Spawn at the nearest empty location if able. So I have to put him next to me. I cannot parlay. Alessandra cannot parlay with Zamacona. And the first time that Alessandra parlays each round, we place a doom on him. So somebody's going to want to go and take care of him.
I think I know somebody that
Great,
might want
perfect. That's what I was hoping for.
Oh, and I keep forgetting things. There should have been another damage on there.
Yep.
And I got my Weeping Yurei. It's aloof, elusive, and hunter, so it's just going to hang around me. And after an investigator reveals a bless or curse token during a skill test at its location, if it's ready, it's going to attack them, and it hits you for 2 horror. So he's a mean guy. Doesn't like me very much. Not on speaking terms, at least. All right, so that was our turns, or that was upkeep.
Yeah, so now it's Mythos phase. So we put a Doom on the agenda. We're at 1 out of 3 Doom. And then we get our encounter cards.
All right, who is first investigator?
How about
Go
you,
for it,
me?
Xander.
Ooh, all right. It's me. So,
Do you want to hand them out?
yep. All you all. Good
Thank
luck. Have fun. I got Unnatural Growth. Revelation. Place 1 Doom on the nearest enemy with no Doom on it. If no Doom was placed by this effect, discard 2 cards at random from your hand. Well, luckily there's an enemy with no Doom on it near me.
Yay.
So that's good. Yeah, that's good for me. And then I'm good, yeah.
Okay.
Unnatural Growth.
I got Call of the Wild. I test agility 3. If you fail, choose the nearest enemy. That enemy attacks you. If you failed and no enemy was chosen, you take 2 damage instead.
Ooh.
Okay, so agility 3 versus my sweet agility of 1.
Oh, you just threw a bunch of blesses in the bag, though, so you should be all right?
Well, hilariously, here's what I'm going to do. I have my Book of Living Myths out, and I just don't stand a chance of succeeding at all at this test. So when a Chaos token will be revealed at your location, you exhaust it to search the Chaos bag for a Bless or Curse token, whichever there are more of. In this case, I believe it's a 3 and 3. Yeah,
So you
that's
get to pick, right?
Yeah, so I'm going to pick Bless, so that gives me a slight fighting chance.
So now you're even.
So that would have me draw another token. I'll use Olive McBride to reveal 3 instead of 2 and hope for the best. Oh, yes!
Look at
Nice.
that.
So I got the 0 and the Elder Sign. I add 1 Bless and 1 Curse token to the Chaos bag from this effect. And I didn't get hurt.
It's a good
wait,
day.
they're not unexhausted.
Nice.
All right, so that was me.
And then I drew the Forest Watcher, which is an aloof enemy, and if we were playing the scenario during the night, it would also gain elusive. It spawns at any location, empty if able, and after Forest Watcher enters play, place a Doom on it. So we went from 1 Doom to 3 Doom pretty quickly. So we're at the Doom threshold of the agenda. So if we don't clear some of these enemies, that agenda is going to advance early.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah.
Quick thing to the players that I'm seeing in the chat. So there's a question about can we choose this to be the first scenario or another scenario? And the answer is yes. There are 5 day scenarios that you can choose from that you play either during the day or during the night. So you get to choose where you want to go. But this is where, when we were in the village, we saw Marquez was interested in going to the bog, so we figured we'd tag along. But you can choose somewhere else if you want.
Cool.
I would like to go after I would like to go last just because whenever I parlay, we're going to put Doom on Zamacona. Although I guess...
I kind of had to take care of. I think I can get rid of.
By the way, I forgot. When I reveal that Bless token during my
he
skill
attacks
test,
you. He attacks
He attacked
you.
me, and then because he's elusive, he nopes out of there. So
Oh, man.
Okay, so you take 2 horror and then he runs away and exhausts. Okay. I mean, Zamacona's a long ways away from you.
Yeah.
You probably aren't able to get to him.
No. I could go to Flooded Path, use its ability to jump over, but then Flooded Path is gone.
Yeah, and then you're sinking Kohaku.
Yeah, so we need Kohaku to get out of there first.
Sure.
And then I could use that to hop over here and then hopefully get rid of both of them.
Okay.
So that might.
Yeah, we're running into a Doom on enemies situation, which is I didn't expect to happen. But
So we got Doom on Zamacona.
not yet.
Oh,
I haven't
not yet.
parlayed yet.
So I think you have to go first.
I will go
to get out
last.
of the
You
Flooded
two,
Path.
yeah, you two work out your turns.
That way I can use its ability to get there and get rid of hopefully both of those enemies.
Okay, so you're cool with trying to take them out,
Yep.
like both of them this turn.
I believe so.
The Yurei, for what it's worth, is aloof, so you have to spend an action to engage him.
Ooh, maybe not.
And so is the Night Watch.
the-
They're both.
I thought
or
the
the
other one was
Forest Watcher.
only elusive at night, right?
He's only elusive at night. He is
Yeah.
aloof all the
Aloof.
time,
He's
and that
aloof.
means you do have to
Oh,
action
gosh.
engage.
Nope, I can get rid of one of them. So you all
The Yurei is going to be the harder target, I think. or the
the
more
array has
punishing
slightly meaner fight.
Yeah, I'll get rid of the array.
Well, if you'd like to go first, feel free.
I still need to sync your flooded path, I think.
So you should go first, so you're not there. Unless you want to be there when it sinks.
If you want to be there, that's fine with me.
Kohaku loves swimming. It's fine.
Okay. Then I will go to here, sync the flooded path.
Okay, so via
using
the forced
flooding.
effect, let's
Yep.
play this out right here on the table.
Yep.
There's 3 damage on it as sinkholes. You flip it. Forced, after you move into this location, draw the top card of the encounter deck. But you didn't move into it, you're just at that location, so we're fine. But when we backtrack through there, we're kind of screwed.
Cool. Yeah, so we're fine for now, and that's what matters, right?
Yeah.
All right, so then I will engage with the Weeping Uray. Let's see, 2, 2, 2. All right, so I need to do something about that. I do have the Pitchfork, which is guaranteed, but then I have to pick it up next round, which is...
Quick note to our people updating the stuff. Kohaku has 2 horror on him, so he's down 2 sanity.
So he's from 8 to 6 on the blue number for Kohaku.
Should I use Purify?
And then Alessandra has 1 clue, so the green number goes up by 1 for Alessandra.
And Hank hasn't done anything.
He's doing it right now.
I'm
He's
doing it right now,
yeah.
though. Yeah, it's going to be great. I think since it's a 5-on-2, and I think I'll use the Pitchfork, I'll do Purified.
Nice.
And so I can commit it to this test, and if the test is successful for each point I succeed by to a max of 5, I add 1 Blessed token or remove 1 Curse token from the Chaos bag.
Seems good.
And I will use the Pitchfork to hopefully help with this blessing of the bag. So I get +1 for this, which brings me to 6 on a 2. All right. Hey, all right, +1. So I had 7 on a 2, which is to the max of 5.
So 5 more blesses are added to the chaos bag.
Or do we have any curses left in there that we want me to remove?
Oh, how many curses are in the
There are
bag?
3 curses in there.
You want me
I would prefer actually you not remove the curses because it gives me an extra action.
Great. I'll just add 5.
Sweet. So
Feeling
I've updated it to 7 blesses and 3 curses.
Very blessed. And this is now here.
Okay.
And the Weeping in Your Eye is gone.
So the pitchfork attaches to the
Thank you.
location, and now anybody can spend an action to recover the pitchfork. Also, point of note, the location that you're on is the
Yes.
same location as the one you just came from. So I think,
So I could.
yes, you could do the free action, add a damage, move again if you wanted to.
Do I want to? Do you want me to go hang out with Zamakona?
I would love if Zamakona were gone, just because every time I parlay, he's going to add a doom. I mean, at this point,
The problem is I don't have any.
well, at this
Yeah,
point,
yeah.
because we're at 2 out of 3 doom,
Yep.
I can parlay all day and stack a bunch of doom on him because it's all going away no matter what.
Fair.
So,
I'll just hang out this round, but
Okay.
then I'll go get Zamakona for you.
Sure.
The following one.
We've got a question from the chat that I wanted to bring up. They're asking what place this campaign is in difficulty-wise. Is it hard like Forgotten Age, but gives a bunch of XP, or is it more on the easier side? Nick might be. Nick has thoughts, but I would say I set out to make this a pretty tough campaign.
I would say that he succeeded. We succeeded. It is challenging. It's hard to rank them in difficulty because every time you go through a campaign, it always feels a little different. You know, like the Investigator makes a difference, the cards you include in your deck, the size of your collection makes a difference. But this one does, I think, skew towards the harder side.
I'll say I wanted the night scenarios to be terrifying. So if you don't like extra terrifying scenarios, you'll probably want to skip the ones in the box. But then you lose all the story, so probably don't do that either. But yeah, I would say it's pretty tough. Or that's the intention.
Well, I'm terrified, but it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. I think that's all for me.
Okay.
I had to engage, attack, and I moved once. Yep, good to go.
Go for it.
Thank you for dealing with my problems.
Whatever you need.
Before my turn begins, or when my turn begins, I'm going to remove 2 blessed and 2 cursed. Could you help me out, Xander?
Absolutely. How many are you gonna have me add back in?
Nothing yet.
Yet.
So my first action, I'll move over. Second action, I will engage this dude.
Okay, so now I can't parlay. If you defeat the Forest Watcher, we're no longer at we're no longer threat of the agenda advancing immediately. So
Yeah.
that means I can't be parlaying, which should be fine. I guess we'll find out. We'll
The
find
confidence.
Yeah.
out. That's okay though. You take care of the Forest Watcher.
Well, let's see. Forest Watcher would be 1 versus my 4. That's kind of the best I can do right now. I don't have all my buffs out. But of course, who needs buffs when you've got blesses and curses? 1 versus my 4. No! Oh, by the way, I was using Armageddon for that. Curses!
Oof.
Or literally. Okay, well, for my last action, I will spend another charge and fight again. So, 4 versus 1. Bless! Haha,
Okay.
6 versus 1. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Skull, minus...
Minus
Minus
0.
0, yeah.
Is it rounded up?
It's rounded up. It's -1.
-1.
Okay. So I took a bless out there. And, yeah, I get him.
Nice.
So he gone.
Okay.
Bye, cute animal.
I don't know if I would describe that animal as cute.
Stop watching.
And that's my turn.
Okay. All right, I'll start by investigating here again, so I'll exhaust my lock picks. I'm testing 10 to 4. I'll take that
10
big.
to
Hopefully
4.
I don't draw a symbol. Oh man, how many, there's what, like 20 blesses in here? How
Yeah.
many's in the bag?
4.
Yeah, you just removed 3? Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, I was just loading the place up.
Do you
I
not
know.
like random variants, Nick?
I don't I don't like drawing encounter cards outside of the Mythos phase is what I don't like. I drew a skull, which is -1, so I succeed, but I do draw an encounter card after the test resolves. So
That's okay.
Alessandra gets her second clue, if you wouldn't mind handing me that. Thank you very much. So she's at 2 clues. And I drew Sinking Sludge, Revelation. If you are at a sunken location, I am not. I'm at a bog location.
Yep.
Place 1 damage on your location as a sinkhole.
And it is now sunk.
And yeah,
you
that is
sank.
immediately. So
And this
Alessandra's
is
up to 2 clues. The green number goes up by 1.
There was a clue that stayed on it,
Oh, it
right?
stays on
Or
it?
did you get...
I just got the
there's
1.
Yep, there's
Yep,
one.
level
So that
0
stays on.
lockpicks only get the 1 clue. Okay, so the clue is still there.
Yep.
It doesn't go away. Yep, that looks good. Thank you. But now the shroud is a 5.
That's easy.
So, I succeeded by 1 or by 2 or more, so I'm going to draw a card with Lucky Cigarette Case. Okay. I really want to get that last clue because there's victory here. And then I can also trigger Dr. Rosa Marquez's codex entry when I discover the last clue at a location.
Oh, yeah.
But that Shroud 5,
It's just a little 5.
it's just a little 5.
It's single digits. It's fine.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do it just because the token ability is gone now. I don't have to worry about drawing encounter cards.
Yep.
Because the location's sunk. So 5 to 5.
Yeah.
Odds are good, right? -1. No, they're not that
I
good.
think they're pretty bad, actually.
Well, I do get a parlay action. Like I have a free action I can use to parlay, but I don't want to parlay right now because of Zamacona in play. So that's the end of my turn. So we go to the enemy phase. The only enemy in play is Zamacona, and he doesn't move. There's nobody at his location, so we upkeep.
He's just grinning evilly.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Please.
Okay. So, we're at 1, now 2 doom
Yep.
of 3.
And then encounter cards.
Let's do it.
Thank you.
Anytime.
No. Well,
Ooh, I got Cochleal Stag, which people might recognize from our last stream with you all, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's elusive, knight, it's a hunter, and each investigator at Cochleal Stag's location and each connecting location gets -2 to all skills during the Mythos phase. Don't care for that.
Nope.
He's going to have to go away at some point.
Oh, I love that it's still the Mythos phase and he's here now.
Yes. This is good for us.
Actually, we got kind of lucky. We got another Forest Watcher, but we're in what Arkham fans like to call the witching hour right before the agenda advances.
So now I can parlay like crazy. Great.
do what you want.
Do
All
what you
right.
need.
I drew Ground Disturbance. Revelation, test Intellect or Agility 4. For each point you fail by, you must either take 1 damage or place 1 damage on the nearest bog location as a sinkhole. I'm 5 on both of those, but what do I have in my hand? I'll commit Watch This to make myself 6 on Agility.
Ooh.
And you know what? I'll also commit. No, I'll hang on to this because of what's going on currently. So I'm 6 on 4. I'll also commit the British Bulldog. We've got Hank. I shouldn't have to be shooting anything.
Hopefully.
So yeah, so I'm 7 on 4. I committed Watch This. We're going to do the whole shebang, all 3 resources on Watch This.
Yeah, you did.
There we go.
No regrets.
None.
No regrets.
7 to 4. And I get a -1. That's a success by 2.
Yes.
I'm not at a connecting location, so the cochleal stag doesn't do anything to me.
Yeah, you're feeling good.
I succeed at that skill test. I get 6 resources back, and I draw a card with Lucky Cigarette Case.
Alessandra is humming.
Yeah. Once I can start parlaying again, yes. All right.
All right.
All right.
So
Things are
I
happening.
can move north to where that Forest Watcher is. Well, but once the agenda advances, he's not really doing anything. Like he's just hanging out.
Yeah, I think he's just a cute little
So he's
porcupine
fine.
rabbit fox thing.
Yeah, he's fine. I don't have to do
fine.
anything with him. I don't know if I want to keep going for this clue on this location. I might just move. So I'll go last again. You guys.
I can get rid of the stag. Maybe I'll pick up the pitchfork, do some damage, and then.
Sure,
I
picking
can
up
do
the
it again.
pitchfork will incur an attack of opportunity from the cochleal
That's the only
stag.
problem. That's fine.
Okay.
I mean, if it attacks you, because it's elusive, it's going to move to an empty
That's true.
connecting location and then exhaust. So weirdly, kind of plays into what you want. But also, that's 2 damage in a horror that nobody likes.
Right.
See, I do though. I am fine with the damage. Hank Sampson is built different, and he will pick up the pitchfork. And so then this moves to a connecting location. You said, does it matter which one? Just away from us.
We'll note that Hank takes 2 damage and 1 horror for those watching at home,
2 damage and 1 horror.
which I assume most of you are.
If they heard that, they probably are.
Do I have any clues?
So
I have
I'm
no
at
clues.
3-5 or 3-4.
Down on the horror. He should be at 4. There you go.
Where do we want the cochleal stag?
It has to go to an empty location, so it can be either there or
it
there.
can go over here, and we'll figure it out later.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. So I picked up the pitchfork, and you wanted Zamacona out of there, so I'll go down there.
Okay. Remember that you can put a damage on your location to get that free move.
I would love to.
This is the last time you can do
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I
I'm
mean, if we're both not there, then we can use it later on. Unless you just...
That's true. If you both leave now, then that is true. That's fair.
I mean, I'm
good. But
planning
if I use it now, then I can pick up the pitchfork after I hit Zamacona, hopefully.
Oh,
Also
okay.
true.
And then I'm ready to rock again. I don't have to worry about, any
That
of those
is-
shenanigans.
Yeah, that is some real efficiency right there. So, yeah.
I'll do that. I'm going to do that. Unfortunately, we're going to sink it.
Kohaku does love swimming.
I'm just
If
like...
he didn't at first, he's going to love it after this.
I'm running away from Kohaku and then just like sinking the path as
Yeah.
I'm going.
Oh no, is that a kappa?
And so I have this, and I will fight Zamacona.
Okay.
I will use the pitchfork, so I'm 6 on a 3. That feels pretty good, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why did I say that like it was not true?
The way you said it is making me want to discard more.
Well, wait, you're 6 versus 3?
Yeah, 6 versus 3, and that'll be enough to, if it succeeds,
Yeah.
be enough to defeat Zamacona.
Right.
Cool.
Let's do it.
I believe in you.
I feel terribly.
I don't.
-1, we're good to go.
Oh,
yay.
Hey.
I knew you
We
would.
all believed in me the entire time.
Totes. Definitely.
And then I'll drop, that's the end of mine, and I'll drop a damage on the muddy
Didn't you say you have an action to pick the pitchfork up?
Oh yeah, I do have an action.
Okay.
Yes, thank you.
Just want to
I
make sure
picked
I
it
was
right
keeping
back
track.
up. I'm feeling great.
Well, as Kohaku is treading water, I guess I'll begin, if that's all right. I will drop a curse into that chaos bag at the beginning of my turn. I don't know if I have the right numbers also marked down.
You want me to look?
I think yeah.
Yeah, happy
I
to.
have 5 I have 5 blesses in there? Okay.
I'll say nothing's come out in a little while.
5
so-
blesses, 3 curses. That's what I'm saying.
6, 7. Oh yeah, 3 curses. Sweet. Well, in that case, I'm gonna cash in again, like I do. No, don't put them all back in.
No, well, I didn't put any of the blesses or curses, just
okay.
the other ones.
Perfect. Well, I'm taking 2 out.
Yeah.
Or-
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I
but-
figured
but-
there was going to be something going on.
Yeah, I hate playing anything straightforward.
Are these ones good to go?
Yeah.
These
those
ones are good. Okay.
I'm sorry, I've scarred you.
I'm so scared.
Oh, no, I only took 1 and 1 out. I'll do this one.
While you're doing that, there's a question from chat asking about basically the size of the narrative. How extensive is it? Is it as big as Scarlet Keys? Is it closer to older cycles? So we read the intro to the scenario before we started playing, and it was pretty short. It appears like there's a lot because there is a full page of intro text, but that's just to account for what day are you playing this scenario on? Are you playing it during the night? So there's different text for day 1, day 2, day 3, or night 1, night 2, night 3. So there's a lot of text in the book, but you're not reading it all in a single campaign.
Yeah, you will never read a ton of, you will never read all the text at all in a single playthrough.
And there's the codex too, which takes up, the space as well.
But even those, like that page that Xander just showed had 3 different codex entries, but not all of those are going to be active depending on the day that you're playing, and you may not even trigger the one for the day that you're playing too. So you might not even read the codex entries, but you should, because there's important stuff in there.
Yeah, good things happen to you, and also you get to be endeared to these sweet characters who, live here. Okay, so I got an extra action. So first action, I'm going to move.
Okay.
It gets +1 shroud for each sinkhole on it.
So it's a 2 shroud right now.
Oh, I don't like that.
For Watch It Played, who's in the chat, they just asked if that Bless Curse tracker is a new component, and it is.
Yeah, it comes in the Hemlock Vale Investigator box. All right, so second action. I would be a 2-on-4 to investigate, and I think it would behoove me to do so.
Yeah.
I'm going to use my Book of Living Myths to search for a Bless token. So I'm 4 versus 2. I'll search for a Bless token here at the beginning and resolve that. 6 versus 2. And then, what do I get? The drama. Oh, no! 4 versus 2 again!
Just keep going.
I deserve this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. No objection.
No, not at all.
No.
Absolutely not.
Oh. Okay, well, that was my second action, trying to investigate. I give up. I'm just going to go 4 on 2. Hey, Bless, again! The emotional roller coaster.
I've seen this movie before.
He's just like pulling tokens out of bags.
Yeah.
That's the whole
6 versus
thing.
2.
It's not about the gameplay.
-3.
Wow.
I'm fine. All right, I get 1 clue. That was my third action. So
What a roller coaster.
So I got one more action. I'm going to use it to investigate as well. 2 versus my 4.
Oh, man.
Well, that's the
Oh
auto
my
fail.
God. Gosh.
Oh, hey. Love to see it, right?
I think this is just continuing my idea that our live streams, our gameplay is cursed.
Yeah, I truly believe that we are set up to fail. I don't know who comes in, pauses time, and moves all the cards around, but it absolutely has to happen.
I think this started when you came on the streams, actually, Xander.
I don't have a good rebuttal for that. I think you bring up a good point. I would love to be like, no, it was happening to Josh, but not really. It's only when I showed up.
Yeah.
So, if you like seeing us suffer, you're welcome, I guess.
All right, well, hopefully I won't be suffering too much. I'm going to, first action, play fake credentials so that I can start to sneak by some of these monsters and get some clues. Second action, using Alessandra's free parlay action, I'm going to parlay with Bianca and move the other 5 resources off of her. And now I'm parlaying at, I have to test agility 5, so I'm 5 to 5. I'll commit well dressed.
Ooh.
So I'm 6, 7, 8, 9 to 5. And I'll just need that. I was not paying attention when you were doing all your token shuffling. I'm not even going to ask. I'm just going to draw 9 to 5. Seems good. -4. It is exactly as good as I needed it to be.
That's
So
what you're hoping for.
Bianca stays my friend despite cleaning her out of all of her money.
Yeah, you're the bad friend here.
No, ask Bianca. She loves me still.
Before we move on, though, I see someone asking in the chat if there's any special interactions for playing in this campaign with any of the new investigators, like Lola and Carcosa. The answer is no. There are no special bits of story text that you'll necessarily read. But I will say, Alessandra is coming out parlaying and partying, and this whole campaign's a party. So
yes,
she's definitely intended to be she's going to talk up the villagers, et cetera, et cetera. So it definitely was made to feel like that as we were testing it, that these would be characters who would come to the island. Anyways.
That's really cool. And for the other person in the chat asking if I came in the box set to help fish out the counters that you're looking for, no, that Waleed is right. That is the deluxe set, and there's only one.
All right. I will investigate here as well. This is a 5-shroud location. I'm testing 10 to 5. So I'll need that bag again, please.
Yeah,
Thank you very much. -2, that is a success. I get
Nice.
my 3rd clue, so Alessandra now has 3 clues.
Ooh.
And, yes, Dr. Rosa Marquez, she has a reaction ability. After you discover the last clue at your location, reference codex. Gosh, I should remember what these symbols are called. It's the 0 with the line in the middle of it.
Is it theta?
Sure.
Chat, please help us. I don't speak Greek.
Yeah, it's
Theta, right?
yeah, theta.
We're going to roll with it
Yep.
until somebody tells us wrong.
Yeah, please do. Okay, so I'll read this. Take a look at this, Dr. Marquez beckons you to a striped trunk. It's impossible. 5 different species in one. I can't think of a grafting method that could produce something like this. She taps the trunk with her cane, reaches down, and pulls up a thick, many-colored bundle of roots that look like angel's hair. They're sturdy, though. Their roots resemble the mycelia network of a mushroom colony, but are much thicker. Stick to the trees, and you won't sink. Nick, choose any location and play. If it is a bog location, remove all sinkholes from it, or if it is a sunken location, flip it, keeping all tokens and attachments.
Ooh, I'm
back.
going to flip the middle location to get our shortcut back.
Yeah.
And so the cool thing is that Marquez, that ability to reference Codex Theta is on Dr. Rosa Marquez's card. So every scenario that she is featured in will have a different interaction with her, which is just, it's really cool. That the Codex is a really fun element of this campaign. But I have 1 action left, and so I will move. I don't want to enter a sunken location because that draws an encounter card. And I've already done a lot of that this game, so I'm going to join Hank, and I guess we're just going to be sinking the Muddy Fen, and I apologize for that.
That's all right.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of which, there is your sinkhole.
But that's me, so now we go to the enemy phase, which they're one's tired and the other one's doesn't want to do anything, so now we go right to upkeep.
Let's do it.
Okay. Oh, yes.
When my turn ends, this location would sink. And for simplicity, at least up to this point, all 3 of those open water locations are the same exact effects.
Wait, I did put a damage token on your location for you. Was there an additional damage token?
Just the one for me,
Oh,
right?
okay.
Okay, yeah. So
I
I think-
assume, I'm sorry, I thought we missed one.
Oh, no, yeah, it's just the 2 of us. I don't
We're
think
at
else
2.
does
Okay,
it. Yeah.
good. I can get a couple more of those clues before the shroud jumps up.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
He readies, and then Mythos phase.
So the agenda's going to advance.
Yes.
Would you like to read?
I would love to read. Agenda 1B, a near miss. An ear-splitting roar resounds through the bog, followed by several ripples that roll through the floating landscape. You feel a low tremble below you and dive to safety just before a horrible monstrosity erupts from below. Rows of thin, needle-sharp teeth gnash at the air where you just were, and ghastly eyes on stalks turn to regard you with hunger. Flip the center location to its sunken side. All right, well, thanks, Dr. Marquez. Discarding all tokens and player card attachments, spawn the set-aside Thing in the Depths enemy at it.
Ooh, so do we want to take a look over and read this brand new, very easy enemy?
Yes, Thing in the Depths. There's a lot of text, which always means it's going to be super easy to deal with. So elusive, hunter, massive, and retaliate. Thing in the Depths gets +5 per investigator health and cannot make attacks of opportunity. While Thing in the Depths is moving, its location is considered to be connected to each sunken location. Forced, after Thing in the Depths attacks a bog location, heal 2 damage from it. It's victory 2.
Does 2 damage and 2 horror, and
Oh.
it's massive and has retaliate, and yes, it's cruel.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun. I guess that's gonna be me.
How do you feel about taking that out?
I feel like my pitchfork. I'm not even worried.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's also a 2 on evade, so I could move in and evade it.
That's true.
Like, I'm at a 5 agility, so.
Was there anything else we needed to shuffle into the encounter deck with that as well?
I don't believe so. I think that was the end of that agenda. Yep, that was it. So now I'll read Agenda 2A, which is The Thing in the Bog. The bog rocks with towering waves. Forced. When your turn ends, if you are at a bog location, place 1 damage on your bog, same as before. That ability is the same. Next, if your location has 3 or more sinkholes, that's the same. Objective. If the thing in the depths is defeated, go to R4. Okay, so that's one way to end the scenario, is to just defeat that thing. No.
I think we can do it.
All right.
I'm feeling. You need to work on the other plan, but I'll go.
I'll
hang
do what
out
I
with the
can.
thing in the depths.
Yeah.
I
all
guess.
right. Meanwhile, we're still trying to get up here with 9 clues. That is still our act objective.
So you have 3, I have 1, so we have a total of 4 clues.
Yep.
Also, we haven't taken our medicine yet.
Oh yes, the Mythos phase. We have to draw encounter cards.
Man, I think we should just ignore that. Yeah, let's do it.
Thank you.
Here you go.
Bless.
Yes. I got Wall of Thorns. Revelation attach Wall of Thorns to the nearest location without Wall of Thorns attached during the day, which it is. When you move into attached location, take 2 damage. Discard Wall of Thorns. So luckily this place will be sunk here soon. And the thorns will be underwater.
Ground disturbance. Test intellect or agility 4. Kohaku doesn't like this very much, so I'm gonna play a ward of protection and say nope.
Very nice.
So I take a horror, but it's canceled.
So Kohaku's sanity goes down to 5 now, right? You're at 3 horror? Yep.
Yes. Yes.
And I drew a Poison Blossom, which is an enemy with 2 fight, 3 health, 1 evade. It has Retaliate, and we're playing in the day, so it gets +1 health and +1 damage value for each overgrowth on it. Forced, at the end of the round, place 1 resource on Poison Blossom as overgrowth. Okay, so there's a question from chat. Oh, okay, yep, I see it. All right. What's the plan here? So we got the big guy in the middle. I got Poison Blossom, but I can evade that, no problem. I'm not worried about that.
I'm going to go kill the thing in the depths is my plan.
You're gonna go for it. Yeah.
I think it doesn't.
How much
look
health
that.
does it have? It has 10 plus 5 per, so it's at 25 health.
Yep.
Do you want me to evade it first?
Yeah, that actually would be huge for me.
Okay.
That'd be very big for me.
And the Wall of Thorns only triggers when you enter the attached location, so I don't have to worry about that. I can leave just fine. So my first action, I will, do I parlay this guy first and then, yeah, I think I do. I'm gonna use my fake credentials on the Poison Blossom. So I'm testing, I choose an enemy at my location and exhaust fake credentials and test intellect 1. I am 5 to 1, if I can get the Chaos Bait, please.
Absolutely.
Thank you. So 5 to 1 with a skull, which is at -2 now.
3 open water locations, so that's rounded up. Yeah, half 2.
Yep.
Okay, so that is a successful parlay check. So that's her free action to do that. I succeed. I discover a clue at my location. So Alessandra we'll need 2 more on that location there.
Can you also put the Poison Blossom up for?
Yeah.
Oh,
folks to see?
yes.
Yeah, it's very cool.
It's a very pretty flower.
Yeah. What's it growing out of?
Oh, that's just a skull.
Isn't that normal?
Just, yeah, the usual.
Skull flowers. That's-
Oh, and then I succeeded, so I put 1 suspicion on fake credentials. So the Poison Blossom is only going to believe my fake credentials for so long. All right, and then my next action, I'm going to try and evade that Poison Blossom. So I'm testing 5 to 1. I'm confident, and I don't need to commit anything. 5 to 1's a good place to be. Here we go. -3, that's a success. It is evaded. So then I will move up for my 3rd action, and my final action will be to evade the thing in the depths. I'm at 5 to 2.
Oh, before you do that, draw the top card of the encounter deck.
Oh, that is open water, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh,
Do you not want to do this instead?
no, it's
I don't have to
fine.
go after the thing in the depths. I don't know if I have it in me.
No.
Well, you better now.
You
all
want
right.
to evade this guy, though.
I want to invade this guy.
Yeah.
Nasty.
Well, I'll evade it. You smack it. Okay,
Okay.
I drew Bloom. Revelation, choose the nearest flora enemy, which the thing in the depths is a flora enemy. And heal all damage from it. It has no damage on it. Okay.
Dang it.
If that enemy is elite, heal 6 damage from it instead. If no damage was healed by this effect, discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a flora enemy is discarded and draw it. Great. I wouldn't mind another enemy.
Yeah. Nope. Nope.
Maybe there are none. No, there's another
There it
Poison
is.
Blossom.
Hey.
Okay, so I
Well,
I thought I got rid of this guy. But for my last action, I'm going to leave the Poison Blossom. I'm still going to evade the thing in the depths. So I'm 5-2, and I'm going to commit Grift for +1 to be 6-2. And you know what? I'm going to commit. I probably should play this card instead, but right now I don't want to. So I'm gonna commit String of Curses, 7-2. I want to make sure I evade this guy. 7-2 on evade. A 0. The thing in the depths is evaded. I exhaust Lucky Cigarette Case to draw a card.
Sweet.
It's still my turn. I drew Alessandra's signature, so I'm gonna play it. This is Beguile. She gets 3 copies of this. Fast, play only during your turn. Attach Beguile to a non-elite enemy at your location. And then as an action, Parlay, I can either move the attached enemy to a connecting location or perform an investigate or evade action at its location. If you fail a skill test while resolving this ability, you discard Beguile, and I can activate it from any... So now this Poison Blossom is my little contact I'm going to send around the swamp to do my stuff for me.
Your little spy.
Yeah, my little spy. Shh, go, my spy.
Quick note. Let's do a pass for our health, sanity, clues. You got...
No damage and no... Yeah, so I'm 7-7 for health and sanity still, and I have 4 clues, so the numbers look right on there.
I'm a 3-4-0. All good.
I am 6-5, and I have 1 clue. But
Great.
that's going to change, hopefully. Side note, I'm seeing a question about masks in this campaign. I just really hope you show up to Hemlock Vale with masks. A lot of people there like to wear them. There are... it's thematically appropriate and thematically part of the festival. So I hope you all show up to Hemlock Isle in some awesome masks.
Love it. All right.
That was my turn, so...
So it's us.
Yep,
That's us.
I'm probably just going to try and get some clues.
go for it.
So I will begin by putting a curse into the chaos bag at the beginning. In a free window, I'm going to play Keep Faith and toss another 4 blesses into the bag.
Ooh, nice.
So that puts us up to 5 and 1. And for my first of 3 actions, I'm going to investigate. No, first of 3 actions. No, I'm going to investigate, and I'm going to do the Book of Living Myths thing again, and it's going to work this time because I'm willing it to work. So, I draw a bless right off the bat because there's more blesses than curses, bringing us down to 4. So I'm 6 versus 2, and I won't fail. Hey, see, I said it and it
Look at
listened.
that.
And look at you go.
So I get a clue.
So Kohaku is up to 2 clues now.
Oh, and I should have noticed, this is more dangerous. It's actually at 3 Shroud because there's 1 damage on it.
Yes.
So for my second action, I'm going to investigate again. 2 versus 4. Olive McBride this, because Olive
Good
and I
idea.
are good friends.
Wow.
Oh yeah, so Elder Sign and -2 still keeps me, so it's nullified.
Nice.
I'll add a bless and a curse to the bag, and I get that last clue.
It's like Arkham accounting over there. Kohaku's really, really fun, though.
That is
I
awesome.
really do enjoy his playstyle.
There's a lot happening with him, but once you get it, he's one of my favorite investigators to play.
So Kohaku's at 3 clues now, yep.
Yes, 3
So
clues.
we're 2 away from having our required 9, and then we just have to get up to that location to spend them.
Okay.
Okay.
So I investigated. Did I do anything else? I don't think I did.
I don't think you did either.
So last action, I'm going to move over
Okay.
to this abandoned. Well, actually, I can probably just wait there so we don't sink that too much.
Good
Last
idea.
action, I'm going to do a very smart thing that players do and draw on the last action of my turn. It's fine.
All right. I am going to go fight that thing. I That's what I promised I would do.
Yeah,
I'm going to do it.
I
Yeah.
set them up for you.
Yep. And I'm going to go and pitchfork. And I think I'm going to do, which is, always fun, go toe-to-toe with a thing in the depths. Yep.
Okay.
I'm crazy.
I'd say toe to tentacle, maybe.
Toe to tentacle. And so this attack deals +1 damage, is automatically successful. It'll perform an attack against me. That's fine. I'm not worried about it at all.
Never.
So it's going to take 4 damage because of the pitchfork, and I'll drop the pitchfork there.
And you also take 2 damage and 2 horrors.
Yep.
So
I'm
Hank,
down to 1, 3.
yes, 1 health and 3 sanity.
Yeah, I went toe-to-toe with it. It knows what's up. All right. And then last action, I think... Oh, wait, I attacked. I didn't even do this. I didn't do the most important.
No, hang on.
Yeah,
So
it's
this one,
successful, yeah.
this attack is automatically successful, but to attack with the pitchfork does require a test. So
Okay.
this is your next action.
Oh, the pitchfork was the toe-to-toe.
No, this
that's
was
a different. Oh,
separate.
yes,
Yep.
you're right. So that's 3, yes, 2.
Yep.
Maybe 2, yeah.
And now I'll throw the pitchfork
But you'll
at
get
him.
2 more,
Yeah.
when you pitchfork it.
3 more, right?
3 more, yeah.
Yeah.
3 more.
Do it again.
5 out of 25. They just gotta do that
on
trick
a
4 more times.
Let's get crazy. Please. I asked and it
There
listened.
you
6
go.
on a 4, so that's 5. Great. 3 more damage.
Amazing.
And I didn't take anything for that one. Then I dropped it. I cannot pick it back up this turn, unfortunately.
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay.
That's all of us, right?
That's all.
So I get my Poison Blossom. Despite him being my spy, he still hits me for 1 horror, so I'm down to 6 sanity. Alessandra has 6 sanity. And then we do Upkeep.
Can you give me a damage to put on Fetid
Yeah,
Pool?
I got it for you.
We're actually running a little low on damage tokens. There's a bunch of sinkholes here.
Yeah, I should have.
We got a bunch of singletons over here. So.
Yeah, I think there's more in the box too. I just grabbed what I thought we'd need and was wrong.
Everyone Upkeep, gain a resource, draw a card.
Oh, please.
Oh, yes.
Sweet.
Okay. Yeah, we all got to get over here to this abandoned shack so that we can at least see what happens next.
Yeah, I'm going to try to evade it and get to you all.
Well, I mean, if I go first, I can evade the thing in the
Oh
depths
yeah,
for
you're there with me. I forgot about
Yeah,
it.
we do
You're
get a
under my
Doom
pitchfork.
on the agenda, so we're at 1 out of 10.
And there's we forgot to put 1 sinkhole.
Nope, that's already sunk.
Oh, it's already
That
sunk.
one's-
Yeah,
yep.
it's the open,
Yep.
open waters.
And then we get our encounter cards.
do
Everybody's favorite part.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh.
Oh, God.
Okay, I got Enervation. Revelation test strength, which is 5. Reduce the difficulty of this test by 1 for each damage on you. Hey, it's a 1. That's cool. If you fail, you must either take 2 damage or choose the card with the highest printed cost in your hand and discard it. 5 on a 1. I'm feeling pretty great.
Seems good.
That was a dumb thing to say right before I reached my hand in the bag.
You know
Why
what?
did you? Now you're cursed.
Yep. Hey,
No, you're not.
no,
Look at
feeling
that.
great.
Never mind. I'm
Yep.
just. All right. I got a Wall of Thorns, which goes onto this Fetid Pool. When I move into the attached location, I take 2 damage and discard it. But I'm not going to move into this location again.
We're not going back there.
No.
That pool is very fetid.
So,
I drew Sudden Mutation, which is Revelation. Attach to the nearest non-elite enemy. That's going to attach to the Poison Blossom Spy I got here. And it says, okay, we're not doing that. So Forced. When attached enemy is defeated, discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until an enemy is discarded and spawn it at this location. So you think you killed it, it turns into something else. That's not going to happen, though. We're not going to kill my spy. He's fine.
Yeah, he's just hanging out.
Yeah, so I'll go first. My first action, I will parlay with my Poison Blossom and send him running away.
Nice.
So we're just going to run him down there.
Into the wall of thorns.
Yep, all of it, into the Wall of Thorns, all of his attachments running with him. Second action, that was my free parlay. Second action, I will try and evade the thing in the depths. So I am 5 to 2. I'll commit my British Bulldog and be 6 to 2. 6 to 2. Minus 2, that's 4 to 2. That's a success. So the big guy's evaded again.
yes.
Good
Thank you.
work.
I'll draw a card off of Lucky Cigarette Case.
Are you heading to abandoned?
I have 2 actions left. I should just get up to the abandoned shack.
Yeah,
we
he
want to
could-
see what happens, right?
Oh, yeah, we want to.
You got to get 2 clues, though, then. On your
I
turn.
do?
I feel confident about getting 2 clues.
Okay, great. Then I'll just run my way up there. I'll go to the muddy... hang on. There's a cochleal stag there that we all forgot about.
Oh, no.
What's the Wall of Thorns is 2 damage.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just going to trigger the Wall of Thorns. So I'm
Yeah.
going to move up, get hit with the Wall of Thorns, then move to the abandoned shack. So Alessandra is at, you got it, 5, 6. Look at that. Perfect. Okay, that's my turn.
Looks like folks still want to see the poison blossom if we want to give them
Yeah.
Ooh.
that. Also, we should feature the sudden mutation art because it's weird and cool.
That was
Yeah,
what
let's
caused
see that
my
one next.
vocal reaction when I drew the encounter card.
So we got a poison blossom there.
First, yeah, imagine that cute little skull and that cute little flower. It's great. It's all nice.
And then this happened. The sudden mutation. Yeah, that's...
Sudden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a good reaction.
It
is what I'll
was,
say.
yeah. I
Like,
drew
your
it and I
reaction
saw
to
a
it.
horse with arms and I was like, go. My horses don't have arms, but okay.
Like Sudden
like my
Valley.
horses without arms.
I'll go next, if that's all right.
Sure.
Could I contract your help again, Xander, to remove 2 blesses and 2 curses?
Absolutely.
Chaos
Hey,
bag?
if I'm here for anything, it's to help grab blesses and curses out of here.
Thank you.
And punch the thing in the depths.
There you go.
2 rolls.
That's your real job.
Yeah.
This is a fake job that he just gave
Yeah,
you.
it's a time failure.
Move Kohaku over here. First action, second of my 4 actions. I will read these signs.
Okay.
So it's 2 Shroud versus my 8.
The Abandoned Shack also has an ability. As a free triggered ability, spend a clue. Sorry, I'll wait till you're done with the test.
Oh, I succeeded.
Nice.
And I had a
Nice.
blessing curse.
That Elder Sign has been showing up a lot.
Yeah, it's a good day.
It's troubling. I'm concerned now that karma will kick in. But anyway, you spend 1 clue as a free triggered ability while at the Abandoned Shack to move a sinkhole from it to an enemy at its location as damage. So you take a damage off the location and move it to the enemy if there's an enemy there. So that's a nice little tool we can utilize later if we need to.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I have the clues for us to advance, but I also want to talk to our friend Judith over here. What is the ability on her card again?
While you control Judith Park, you may take an additional action during your turn, which can only be used to fight. And then as an action, spend X resources, where X is the current day number, and you can parlay. Force, after Judith Park is defeated, set her aside out of play. In your campaign log, decrease Judith Park's relationship level.
That's not going to happen.
To the folks watching, I have 5 clues, Nick has 4 clues, so we have enough. I'm going to use, so first move, second investigate, third I'm going to parlay with her, spending 1 resource, because
It's day 1.
she likes some money. And Judith did share a grudge, didn't she?
She did.
Get down, Judith shouts. You duck as the compact woman hoists her rifle, takes aim, and fires where your head just was. A shriek follows, then a loud splash. Judith helps you to your feet with a smirk. You better help me kill that thing in the depths today. Choose a non-elite enemy in play. Defeat that enemy. Go Cleo Stag.
Yeah,
It's
look at
not
that
elite.
thing.
Look at that.
Haha.
Nice.
And then I take control of Judith Park. So
Nice.
Also nice.
we're going on
All
a
great
hunting
things.
trip.
We're getting the team together.
So she wants us to go hunt the thing in the depths, but we're here for a survey. So, so it says objective at the end of the round. So we have to finish out the round to do the advancement.
Sure.
Do you all want me to join you, or what should I do for you? I haven't done this right.
come to where
yeah,
we are.
I'll come run up there. I'm gonna grab the pitchfork though, just to be
Good idea.
sure. Don't want to leave that hanging around with the thing in the depths in case it knows how to use it.
Oh, that'd be scary.
And I am up at the abandoned shack with you all.
All right. Enemy phase. Nobody moves, and the thing will ready during our upkeep phase.
Great. All right.
So we'll spend all of our clues.
Yes. Everybody's going down to 0 clues.
And do you want to read the back of the act?
I do. Act 2A, The Wise Mound. You come to a round, still pond on the northeastern shore of the bog. Atop a mound of wildflowers is a silvery alkaloid blossom, very much like the sample that drew Dr. Marquez to Hemlock Isle. When you approach, the blossom swells to release a cloud of spores, then closes. The scent of the spores is pleasant, almost like cloves, but grows bitter the longer it lingers. Suddenly, the mound of flowers moves. A large reptilian head rises out of the water and looks at you with intelligent eyes before swiftly swimming away. Spawn the set-aside Cheladrin hybrid enemy at the North Shore location. Choose a location adjacent to Cheladrin hybrid's location and spawn one of the set-aside grasping tendril enemies at that location.
Yeah, there.
That works. Shuffle each other set-aside Grasping Tendril enemy into the encounter deck, along with the discard pile. So that cochleal stag's coming back. I can feel it.
Dang
Right.
it. Just a little too early.
Well, I think we're going to have to wrap it up here, though. But I think that's a good spot to do it.
Yeah.
Would you like to read the backside, or leave that as a...
Nope, we'll save the
Okay.
start of Act
Yeah.
2 for when the players get there.
Do we want to show the children
Yes,
hybrid?
Yes,
yes,
of
we
course
do.
we do.
Because this is
Yeah.
one of my favorite art pieces in the box. I say that a lot. I have a lot of favorites.
Same.
Cool. Yeah. So cannot move if a ready abomination enemy is at its location or if it is engaged with an investigator. Nice.
So the second half of the scenario, which we won't be playing, you kind of have to try and maneuver the Cheligen hybrid around the swamp so that it doesn't get attacked by the other enemies, which is a fun little twist. But yeah.
Can you also show off the grasping tendril?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Fun bit of trivia here. Nick brought this scenario home, but Michael Boggs actually did the initial design of the Bog scenario.
Yes.
Just a little bit of trivia for you to know there.
Oh gosh, that's really good.
But anyways, there's our grasping tendril, and I hope you can defeat the thing in the depths.
Yeah.
When you get this box.
Yes. It looks like that was a good place to leave off because I'm also excited to finish this on
Nice.
my own. But it doesn't look like we have any questions in the chat, which is good. That means we did our job and explained it and didn't make too many mistakes there. But
It's the first time for everything.
Yeah. Well, thank you all for joining us today. We have a couple things just to wrap this up, which is, like I mentioned at the beginning, you can keep an eye out for the Feast of Hemlock Vale Investigator expansion in stores on February 16th, as well as the campaign expansion on February 23rd. I know I'm very excited for the end of February to get to dive into the Feast of Hemlock Vale and see what treasures await. We've also, our partners over at Aconite Books have the newly announced Welcome to Arkham book that is coming out. So in this book, it brings together history and lore for more than 30 years of Arkham horror games and novels. And so a lot of this is images of the towns and the people and the things that make Arkham Horror, which is really cool. And I have just recently seen it. It's just amazing. And I know that there's some very new things in it, such as Kohaku making an appearance, right, Duke?
Yeah. Sounds like there's a couple of bits of the Book of Living Myths that he uses, actually, his observations on different folklore and spirits in the world. So yeah, I heard that there's a cool oh, wait, there it is.
There it is, yeah. First time it's been translated. So that's really cool. And yeah, be on the lookout for Aconite Books and ourselves as we talk more about this really cool Welcome to Arkham book. We also, that might not be the only thing people be hearing about this week. I saw some people asking about the future of what Arkham Horror, future products and things. I don't know.
I mean, they can dream.
They can
right?
dream. Yeah, they can for sure dream.
Maybe something will happen.
Yeah.
Sleep on it.
Yeah, sleep on it. But thank you all again for joining us today.
Yeah.
And we look forward to seeing you all next time. Bye.
Bye, everybody.